A little bit of dry skin, my baby, yo. Looking ugly today. Come on, man. I'm gonna wait a second to get people on in here. We're gonna talk about UFC last night. Is Islam a GOAT? Is he not? Who do you think won? Did Islam win? Did Gary win? Could even talk about Mackenzie Dern. How does she look? Let's see. Let's get a couple people in here. Then we'll start. All right. I'm honestly gonna say the fight between Islam and Gary, it wasn't very fun. It wasn't a super fun fight, but it did have me on the edge of my seat because I know that both guys can finish a fight either way. And I was wondering, kind of makes you sit there and think who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. And in a way, I kind of thought Gary was gonna win. I thought Gary, well, I had a feeling that Gary could have possibly won it. Oh, and I felt that he was gonna win with a KO or TKO. I thought Islam would win. Stop, puppy. Put that down. I thought Islam would win with either decision or submission. But we're over here I saw something about a take about somebody was saying that Islam isn't doing good or his performance was not good. But if you think about it, no, that's what it was. That his performance was not good and that boring fight and all this stuff. But if you think about it, when have we ever seen, well, I guess Protez was the other person. Protez knocked Gary down, almost knocked him out. Dude, Islam's coming down from a smaller weight class, fucking seated Ian Gary on his ass with that fucking head kick, and then proceeds to freaking do that suplex on him. Bro, that was beautiful. So I think that his performance was really good for moving up in weight. Gary being the big, long fighter. I think Islam was the favorite to win, but I think a lot of people knew that Gary could win, possibly. So I think his performance was really good. I think Gary was going to be his toughest match. I think Gary is the smartest fighter out of Morales and Protez. I think he's kind of the most skillful, most well-rounded, because if you saw on his takedowns, dude, he was freaking stopping those takedowns, getting up every time. Islam take him down. In the first round, Islam, I think, took him down once or twice. He held him there for maybe a minute, or not even a minute, like 30 seconds. And Gary was getting back up. Ramos, what are you doing here? I've gotten that before. I went to Spain and everybody thought I was Ramos. What else? Yeah, I think Islam, man, I think he might actually be a GOAT. And I had just seen people talking about that Islam, for some reason, never can do enough. Anything he does, people talk about, it was a boring fight. Oh, that was an easy opponent. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't really like Islam at first for his fighting style, too, because, it's a lot of heavily wrestling. But Islam is a much funner fighter than Khabib was. He's a much better fighter, or funner fighter than even Khamzat. Khamzat sit there and hold you down for fucking 25 minutes, how he did Dricus. So I think he did really good I think he made a really good statement by knocking Gary down, showing that his striking is up there with these guys. Now, when he goes and fights Protez, man, he got to be careful. Any head kick, any punch, straight punch, I think Islam might be on the floor, knocked out. So, yeah. I want to see Islam versus Nate Diaz. Yeah, nah. for Nate Diaz, man. He's sadly a punching bag now. He would literally get destroyed any way that Islam wants. Where is he? Why don't you get him? Come on, puppy. I get him. So yeah, I think, and then also too, now he has the longest winning streak, Islam. He is definitely, I think, on the Mount Rushmore, maybe. And then he's also beaten some of our favorite fighters. Charles Oliveira, he's one of my all-time favorite fighters. He sadly beat him very easily. Dustin Poirier gave him a war, but then he still pulled out the finish. Volkanovski gave him a good fight. He won that one, I think, barely, or maybe not. And then he proceeded to knock him out viciously the second time they fought. So he has a very huge, long resume. Now Ian Gary, I thought Ian Gary definitely kind of maybe would win. But yeah, Islam held his own and kept him at bay. And then Mackenzie Dern and freaking whoever that damn girl was, man, that was a snoozer. That fucking fight was boring. Freaking Mackenzie Dern, bro, she should have knocked that girl out. I don't know what she was doing. Yeah, definitely Charles is one of the most respectful fighters, bro. He's my favorite. I love him. He's a killer. Now, what do y'all think? Is it gonna be Morales, or is it gonna be Prates that fights Islam next? Do you think Islam fights again in welterweight? Does he go down? He said he is not going to. But and another thing too, though, I will say is that what's scary for Islam is he was not able to hold Gary down the way he was able to hold Charles down, the way he was able to hold Dustin Poirier down, Justin Gaethje, all these guys. He was not able to hold them down the way he did, or hold Gary down the way he did with all these other guys. So you can see that weight difference is a big difference is a big difference for him. And he looked a little bit tired even at the first round because it looked like he was having trouble holding Gary down. And like I said, he wasn't really able to hold him down. So there's a lot of big eye openers for Islam that might be hard for him to go with, or hard for him to go forward on. I think Morales, yeah. I honestly think Prates is going to get it next. I think Prates is being the more active fighter, and I think he'll get it next, honestly. With all the crazy finishes and the people that he's beat, Leon Edwards, ex-champion, all this stuff, I think. And then freaking Jack Della Maddalena, ex-champion too. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be Prates. But yeah, Islam winning, I think it was a cool win for him. I like Islam. He's a respectable dude. He tries to go for finishes. He definitely was trying to finish Gary in there a couple times. Just wasn't able to. Hi. Hello. What's up, brother? So yeah, got the Dagestani people running the welterweight still. I really want to make my YouTube straight for UFC post fights. So like the day after, like every Sunday, I'll get on here, make a community. We talk about it. Ask me any questions. I'll give you my reaction, what I think happened, who I think won. Oh, and I saw too, they were saying that it looked like a robbery and all this stuff of Ian versus Islam. And I don't think so. I think Islam definitely controlled the fight more. He didn't do as much damage on the feet. Obviously, look at Gary. Look what he did to Islam. Probably kind of broke his nose, welted up both of his eyes. He definitely, and then his ribs, man, his ribs were destroyed. But I would say that Islam still won it with all the control that he had. And not to forget, guys, he had the huge knockdown. Come on now. So with a knockdown, I feel like that easily wins you the round. And that's a big point for the whole fight. If you get a knockdown, yeah, So I think the judges had it right with Islam winning it. I think it could have been maybe a unanimous decision. I think Ian only won one round, but maybe he won two. Um, so yeah, hello from Indonesia. What's up, man? Indonesia, I love Indonesia. I just subbed you. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the sub. For real, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm here just to make a community of MMA, UFC. I love UFC. Oh, and then another big talk is we got the lightweight division. Usman might be coming to UFC. I think he definitely will. That's going to be a lot of fun to see him. I've always been seeing him nonstop on PFL, so I want to see what he can do in the UFC, because these guys come from these PFL and all these different places and they think they're going to do something, and it is not that way. Freaking Aaron Pico got his light shut out first fight. He fought Michael Chandler, got his light shut out by Charles. So it's not the same when you fight in the UFC. UFC has straight killers, man. So yeah. Forced to use English. Yes, sir. English, English, English. If I knew Indonesian, I'd be speaking it, my friend. Just for you, I'd speak it. So yeah. Do you think Arman is like a really good fighter? I think Arman, he is a good fighter. Yes, I think he is a really good fighter. I think if him and Charles fight, I think Charles would win again. If they fight again, I think Charles would get it. But could be being biased. I love Charles. What else? Hey, Mackenzie Dern fight. Like I said, dude, she's a UFC pet. They love her because of how good looking she is. But other than that, she's not that good. If Zhang Wei Li comes back, it's over for her. It is not gonna be good. And that girl that she was fighting, she was like the top 5, or she was like number 5 ranked. I don't know why she was fighting for the belt, not somebody else. So I think she's getting a little bit of that Sean O'Malley treatment. So yeah, but the lightweight's going to be exciting, and welterweight is super exciting right now. There's a lot of contenders all trying to fight for those two weight classes, and it's hard to pick who you think should be the number one. Spell A. What is that? There's a girl named Dakota. She's really good. Have you seen her videos? No, I haven't seen Dakota. Oh, Dakota? No. If you can say her last name, maybe I'll know. And then we got Ilya out still for a while. Got Justin Gaethje. I saw that they were talking about Justin Gaethje might leave his belt, vacate his belt, but I don't think that's true. I think he's definitely gonna fight somebody again. I think he's definitely gonna defend his lightweight belt. But then I think if whoever Usman fights, I think if he's a win, he's definitely gonna get the title shot. So I think they need to, whoever's trying to get that match for the lightweight, they need to give it their all and get in there, because Usman's gonna come and get that title shot really quick. Man, my son, they heard screaming like a crazy person, y'all. But yeah, I just want to get on here, talk about the fights last night. And yeah, I think Islam, I think he is definitely one of the GOATs. I think if he beats, it's weird though how you don't want to give him like GOAT status. I don't know why. I give Khabib more GOAT status than Islam. But you know what it is? It's because when Khabib would fight, Khabib would be dominant, man. Like, there was no question on if did he win that fight. I think Islam sadly has had a couple fights where people are like, that was an easy opponent, or that was a close fight, he should not won. So I think that's why sometimes it's hard to give him that GOAT status. But I mean, come on now, 20 fights in a row winning, that's insane. I mean, 17 or 18 fights in a row winning, that's insane. So I think, yeah, he definitely is up there as GOAT status. Independence Day of the Nation. Dakota Ditchebe. She is a badass girl. Yeah, I'm gonna look her up. Check her fight videos for sure. Me love Indonesia. Me too. Me love Indonesia too. My brother. And I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, it's hard to, I don't know why. Sometimes I don't want to give Islam that GOAT status. I'll give Botan almost the GOAT status, and he's freaking been laid out, sadly, by Izzy. But with him not capturing that third belt, he's not really up there either. I think John Jones kind of still holds the GOAT status, but even then, actually, now I don't even give John Jones no GOAT status. Anybody who uses performance-enhancing drugs, nah, could never. And yeah, so that's kind of why I say, like, GSP, Khabib, and yeah, I think Islam, man, if he can clear out Morales and Prates, that guy, he might be the greatest of all time, honestly. So yeah, me love Sergio Ramos. Me too. He's super cool. So yeah, UFC is getting exciting with all the contenders, everybody fighting and wanting to go for that championship or for that belt. So it's fun to watch. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'm gonna come back next Sunday. So tune in. If you like the video, like it. If you could leave a comment, leave a comment. And if you're not subbed, go ahead, sub now. Subscribe. See y'all. Try using Indonesian. All right, my brother. I love Indonesia. Appreciate everybody that was on here. Bye-bye.